Hey guys, so I'm Chandler, and I'm hoping to bring a little bit of a different perspective to these elections and, maybe talk about some things you guys normally wouldn't see. Full disclosure, I am a WLUSUer. I'm the person you all hate. I know, we all suck. But this is in no way affiliated with WLUSU. We are not part of WLUSU doing this, mostly because I'm going to bitch them out a lot. So, So, why do I want to make these videos then? Because every year, WLUSU presidential candidates get away with having the worst platforms. They put garbage in them every year. We need more study space. The internet sucks. The food is crap. We all know the internet sucks and the food is crap. It's been crap since all of us got here, and you know what? Chances are it's probably going to be crap next year. Are you really going to do anything to fix it? None of them actually put actionable items into their proposals. They talk about all these ideals of things they want to fix, but they don't actually tell you how they're going to do it. So I want to help figure that out. That, and there's a serious lack of engagement in our elections. Ask these candidates the hard questions about the things they finally do put in their platforms, if they even write anything close to a platform anyways. So I'm going to try and do that for you guys. You know what? I'm also really tired of people being able to win elections with flash mobs. Don't agree with what I'm saying? That's fine, you don't need to. These are honestly just my opinions. If you don't agree with me, that's actually good because it means you're getting engaged and you have your own opinion. Not a bad idea. Feel free to share it. You don't have to like what I'm saying. You don't even have to listen to it. You can stop this video right now, by the way. No? Still here? Alright. Well, this year we have 5. That's right, 5 presidential candidates. So tonight I'm just going to give you a really quick rundown of my first impressions of all 5 of them. Alright, candidate number 1, Danny Saad. Honestly, I don't know him at all. But my first impression was really good because I met him 2 days ago when I was working at International News, and he introduced himself to me and everyone else who was working there while he was buying something and told us if we had any questions to give him a shout. And since I started ranting to people on Facebook today, he sent me a personal message, offered to email me his platform, and told me I was more than welcome to ask him any questions he had. So, props to you, man, for doing the communication thing. I have no idea what he's done before in Laurier or his platform, but we'll get there another night. I guess I should say something negative about his campaign. Honestly, I just don't know who you are. That might not help you, because people need to know who you are. We'll work on this one. Alright, number 2, Caleb. I'm not even going to try and say your last name. You, I already have a beef with, because today I started ranting on Facebook, posting questions to the different candidates, which is fair, right? You should be able to answer questions about the organization if you're going to be its president and CEO. And the response I got from your campaign team, originally not from you, but from someone else, and then you deleted it and wrote it yourself, as if it makes a difference, said that you will answer all questions in the open forum. I'm sorry, you're only willing to answer questions if it's in a formal environment at a time where you've had weeks to prepare. You can't answer questions spontaneously about your platform or about the organization. That, in my opinion, means you aren't fit to run it. If you don't know off the top of your head the second I ask you the question, you shouldn't be in that position. More importantly, what are you going to do when you're president? One of the biggest problems in this organization is communication. You're going to tell people they need to wait until you have a town hall or come to a board meeting? Are you going to have a closed door office policy? That sucks. Start answering questions that students have. Not just mine, but other people's. Don't tell them they have to come to the open forum. That's all I have to say about you. Alright, candidate number 3, Chris Walker. Chances are you've heard of him. I've known Chris for 2 years, and the first thing I gotta say is, dude, stop changing your Facebook page name. First it was Chris Walker, then it was Count on Chris, and now it's Count on Chris for Wilfrid Laurier University Students Union President in 2003. Pick a name! I don't even know how to find your page anymore. I've already liked it. Alright, second thing about Chris. Where's your platform, man? Everyone else's is up. Where's yours? Get on this. I can't even chirp you because you haven't posted a platform yet. One of the advantages to Chris that I can see right off the bat is that he does know the organization better than anyone else in this election. He was on the board 3 years ago, then last year was chairman of the board, and this year is vice president of university affairs. So those are some big ups for him. He knows what's going on already. There's not going to be a huge learning curve to getting into the job, which means he can get things done right away. What's the drawback of this? Well, he's been in the organization for 3 years, which means everything you hate about it, he was kind of a part of. Now, that's not to say you should blame him for everything, because he might not have agreed with it, or it might not have been in his control, but he was still there, might be a lack of a fresh perspective, that's something we're going to have to see as the campaign goes a little bit more. All right, candidate number 4, Annie. So Annie was a Don in my building in first year, and I gotta say, she's one of the sweetest people I know. It's really hard not to love Annie, and I'm sure anyone who's met her knows that. Also, your campaign has wicked marketing. Probably because you have Josh Knees on, just putting that out there. But your campaign has wicked marketing, so good ups for you to that. And she actually answered me on Facebook, which, if you were watching earlier, is a plus. My big deal with Annie, and here's where I see your downfall, is that you've never been in WLUSU. And I get this whole, well, that gives me a fresh perspective idea. But it also means you don't know anything about the organization. And you can talk to people all you want, but it's totally different than being a part of it and learning how it works. You're going to spend the first 6 months of your presidency just trying to figure out the role and how everything operates and what really needs to be fixed. And then by the time you do that, you're 6 months in, and at that point, it's actually too late to start any really big projects. You need to start the really big projects the second you get there. All right, finally, candidate number 5. Jennifer, also not gonna try and say your last name. Sorry, guys. I don't know her, but I know she's currently on the board, and she's a Brantford student, which is nice. I like that Brantford's getting involved. It's good to see people now 2 years in a row stepping up from your campus to run for president. All right, I have 2 big issues though right off the bat. First of all, I do always question how good of a job a Brantford candidate can do. And for the same reasons, you guys always complain about how good of a job a Waterloo student can do running the Brantford campus. We don't know anything about it, so what fits us to run it? And I hear that complaint all the time, and it's kind of the same the other way around. You guys are from Brantford, what do you know about running the Waterloo campus? And the Waterloo campus is where the vast majority of the students are, plus all of the businesses, -1, and the vast majority of the revenue and expenditure. So I really want to see you hit on that during the campaign. Secondly, my first impression of you was from the Cord article where you talked about being a good candidate for president because it would be a good experience for you, and you wanted to extend your stay at Laurier, and you wanted to add to your experiences at Laurier. And that's not really a great start for me. I think why you want to be president should be something to do with helping students, or why you want to improve the school, or how you can do better for people. So maybe try and focus less on yourself. Okay, so that's all for tonight. What am I going to do over the next course of the campaign? First off, I'm going to try and get less awkward on camera for you guys. It's my first time. Everyone remembers how nervous they were their first time in front of the camera. But I'm going to try and get better, and hopefully this will be less uncomfortable for both of us a couple days from now. But I'm going to try and hit a different issue every day, pull apart their platforms a little bit, ask the candidates real questions. Whether they decide to answer or not is up to them. Maybe get a little bit new look on things. I'll also try and explain the referendum questions to you guys. I don't know what they are yet, so once I figure that out, we can talk about that. Okay, finally, comments, questions, leave them below. Want me to talk about things, or you think I suck? That's fine, you can tell me I suck, and it's probably true. Leave your questions, leave your comments. I'll try and get them into other videos, or I'll try and answer them, or I'll try and suck less if that's what you're commenting about. Also, all the platform links down there. Check them out, hit their Facebook pages, get informed.